What's up, everybody? I'm Jamie. This is the Blades and EDC channel, and I got another Twosun I'm going to do an overview / review of. This is another knife of Saigon Kick 2018 on Instagram. Again, I want to let you guys know, follow him on Instagram, and his name's Craig, by the way, and he's selling a lot of these knives. So if you're interested in any of these knives and want to purchase them, shoot him a message, and I think, pretty sure he's watching most of these videos also, so you may even be able to leave him a comment down below these videos if there's something that you're interested in buying. I'm not sure that all these are for sale, but a lot of them are. I know that he's trimming down his collection. He's got a pretty big collection, so yeah, so got some really cool knives. All right, this is the Twosun TS243. This one is 14C 28N blade steel. It is a liner lock with titanium liners, nice thick slabs of carbon fiber for the scales, beautiful carbon fiber also. Look at that, full titanium backspacer, runs the full spine, and it is standing a little proud there, which it feels really good in hand, by the way. This one is really good in hand. This is another chunky boy, not real chunky, but thicker. Comparison wise, I would compare it to something like the Swabs. It's actually a little thicker than the Swabs, but I think it's lighter weight than the Swabs. The has thinner blade stock, beautiful satin finish on the blade with a full flat grind. Got a nice forward sharpening / finger choil, because you can definitely grip up right here for sure. I don't know if it's intended to be a finger choil or not, but works very well as a finger choil. And this one is a front flipper / flipper. Has a nice kind of subdued flipper tab, so it doesn't stick out real high like a lot of knives do, but it works great. Fantastic flipper action, works fantastic. It is a light switch only though. You're not gonna be able to really push button this one. Yeah, you got to light switch this one for sure, because it's such a short flipper tab. It's also a front flipper, which my favorite deployment option, and you can do the knuckle roll or the regular thumb front flick. This is another Twosun that I really like. This is one they got right for sure. This one also has T8 hardware everywhere, even the pocket clip screw. Everything is T8 on this knife, which is outstanding. Has a milled titanium pocket clip with the standard Twosun. See if I can get it to show up right there. The standard Twosun micro milling on it, and this is the problem with someone sending me this many knives and they're selling a lot of them. There's so many of them I want to buy, and I can't buy them all. This is another one I'm considering buying for sure, because I really like this one. The blade length on this knife is 3.35 inches. Overall length is just a hair over 8 inches, 8.03 inches. Close length is 4.69 inches. So it's not quite there for your, handle to blade ratio, but it's not an issue for me. It's not something I'm really too concerned with. This is another one though that you can touch the tip of the blade. I'm finding that that's common on some of Twosun's knives, but this one's not as drastic as the 216 was. I mean, I have to really get in there to get to it. I don't think you're going to catch this on anything. It would be very rare. Plus, this thing has a fantastic detent. No detent lash at all. Listen, it just pops in there. Really good detent on this knife. The detent break on close is right there, and is this one on a ramp? No, I don't think this one is on a detent ramp, but the detent break is a little late, but it drops so easily, it doesn't really matter. So right there is your detent break. But if you just hold that liner over, it's coming down. You don't need to really be concerned with that too much. And the claimed weight on this knife is 5.57 ounces, but it doesn't feel that heavy to me. It really doesn't feel that heavy. So I'm going to check it on my scales and see what it comes up here. It doesn't feel like 5.5 ounces. It really doesn't. It feels more like 4. Maybe I'm wrong. And it's 5.5 ounces. I don't know, for some reason it just doesn't feel that heavy to me. Maybe it's the carbon fiber. That's something I really like on this knife also. The carbon fiber is done very well. All the edges on this one are very good, chamfered down really nicely. Yeah, it feels really good in hand. It's one of the main reasons I like it. You do have some jimping up here. It's not very aggressive jimping, but it is jimping. But it's definitely not very aggressive, not very sharp at all. It's actually not too grippy, but it's not really an issue. You got plenty of, you can get a really good grip on this knife, whether you move forward like this or stay back like this. This one's, yeah, this is a good one. This is one of the ones Twosun hit a home run, in my opinion. Really, really nice. And I'm trying to figure out this blade shape. Is that a drop point? I'm going to call it a drop point. It does drop slightly, ever so slightly though. Yeah, not 100% sure. Let me give you some close-ups of this thing though, man. Look at this carbon fiber. It's gorgeous, and it is milled out in the middle right there. Look at that. Look at it sparkle in the light. Very nice. It's a fingerprint magnet. This is definitely another one that's a fingerprint magnet. But if you like satin finishes, this is something you're going to have to deal with. Beautiful carbon fiber. Yeah, this is another good one. Let me give you some size comparisons real quick. The ones everybody knows. Spyderco Para 3. Quite a bit bigger than the Para 3. Spyderco Yojimbo 2. Those are pretty close comparisons. The 243 is a little bit bigger than the Yojimbo 2, but not by much. The QSP Penguin dwarfs the Penguin. Benchmade Bug Out. And the AD 20.5. So most people have one variation or another of one of those knives. This one's a lot thicker though. Like if you compare this to say the Bug Out here, this is a thick boy. You see the difference there? Well, let me get the pocket clips on the same size. Quite a bit thicker. Or the Penguin. Quite a bit thicker than the Penguin. Yeah, but it feels really good in hand. Feels really good in hand. I don't have a lot to complain with this knife. I don't have a whole lot that I would tell them they should do differently. Only thing really would be that, you know, this right here. And they could have done that a little bit better, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. You do have a lanyard hole here, and I like the way they did it too. So if you look at this full back spacer, this is going to contribute to a lot of that weight. This is all one piece. You see how this back spacer comes all the way down, but it goes in right there, and they milled it out, and it comes back out down here. This is all one piece, and then you got a standoff in there to use for a lanyard, which I like it when they do that. I don't like a hole through the scales personally. So I'm sure that contributes a lot to the weight on this one. See if I can get it. You can see that a little better now. That's all one piece all the way over to here. Comes down, milled out in there, and comes out over here. So one big giant piece of titanium there. Yeah, very nice. Very nice knife. Well, try not to hit the camera here. I like this one a lot. This is a good one here. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. If you have any questions that you'd like to know about the knife, leave a message or leave a comment down below, and I'll reply back to you. If you're interested in buying this or any of these other knives, contact Saigon Kick 2018, and I will see you guys on the next one.